Wedding Wednesdays with Mitchell and Cynthia.
All right, guys, that was amazing. That was amazing. That was amazing. That was amazing. Instagram cut us off. It's all good. Let's get back in here. Yo, let me bring Fastrak on. Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Fastrak.
Hey,
Hey, what's up? Okay.
I thought that was like Mitch
No,
kicking me off.
bro.
I was
Bro, this was amazing. Hey, sorry, I forgot to ask you. Did you record your set or not?
no. But I can redo it, so to speak. But I should. I know.
Okay. Sorry, I should have told you to record that. You know why? I recorded the live and I could have matched it up. Yo. Okay. You know what?
Shout out to Christine, man.
This is not bad. I know Cynthia's texting me right now. It's okay, guys. Cynthia is the wedding planner. I'm not the wedding planner. Cynthia is keeping me on point. She was like, man, we should have kept that at 10 minutes. I know, Cynthia, but Fastrak was killing it. For Christine in here, one of our future brides.
Yeah.
That
keep
mix
you guys
right
in mind.
there,
I'm keeping you guys in
yo,
mind.
Steve, you've been a ghost. So, guys, let me just put you up to speed real quick. If you're watching a live replay, Steve recently lost 2 family members, which was, very, very unfortunate. And
I'm here.
And yeah, he lost 2 family members. Very unfortunate. He's been very low key on social media. He finally did a live mix yesterday.
I'm working on it.
Hey, bro, but yo, that was amazing. The vibes were amazing, bro. That was so amazing. But
hey,
look,
man, anything for you, Mitch. You push me out of my comfort zone, so
that's fine.
That's what friends are for. So thanks, man.
No, that's fine. Look, Roxy, we're gonna have you come in here for vendor speed dating. This is technically the beginning of vendor speed dating with Steven Escosio, Fastrak. Christine, I just want to tell you that now you can see my word of mouth, my referral, your money, your hard work, your money that you invested for your future wedding. It's in good hands with Fastrak. I've been wanting everyone to see this, bro.
Yeah, I'm working on it. So, dude, those drops were money. Thank you.
Yeah, my boy George. It sounds so good.
You
know what, guys? We're gonna figure out the audio, whether Fastrak needs an interface or something like that, and I need an interface. But just to give you behind the scenes, a DJ, he can sound really good, as you saw in his live yesterday with an iRig. But when he joins a live, it cuts that out because he has to be able to hear. Sorry, Cynthia's texting me a lot. Sorry, Cynthia, I'm getting distracted.
No,
the coordinator is keeping me on the timeline.
Yes.
But yeah, guys, just so you all know, please excuse the audio for future shows.
Yeah.
Fastrak is amazing. The sound might be a little off, but there's no question about the talent. So, Fastrak, thank you so much, man. You know what? Hit me with a pre-recorded mix. You have the songs.
Yes.
If you can replicate that, and I'll piece it together with the thing that I recorded, and then we can still put out a video.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, man. Thank you so much. If you can send that to me tonight,
ASAP.
tomorrow,
ASAP. Yeah,
that would be great, man. Okay.
All right, man.
Thank you. That was Fastrak. Woo!
Peace.
Once again, guys, you see what it is. Wedding Wednesdays Fast Mix with Fastrak, our new addition to the show every week. Oh my gosh, that was so good. More hearts for Fastrak. Okay, let's get this vendor speed dating. You know what, Cynthia? You're right. If I would have listened to you 2 songs earlier, it wouldn't have cut out. And we could have had it. All good. Okay, well, it's an experiment. Every week we're going to be doing that. It's just going to get better. That was amazing. Thank you. Okay, let's do this vendor speed dating. Roxy, thank you so much for your patience. Mia, shout out to Fastrak's girlfriend Mia in here. Shout out to my girlfriend Lydia in here. Simply by Diane, what's up? I'm sweating, guys. That was amazing. You see that sweat? You got me dancing.
Yay!
Hey, Roxy, what's up?
That was amazing. That was so much fun.
You know what, Roxy? I just had a conversation with someone, and I see not too many vendors are in here, so we're gonna allot you a little more time.
Oh, yes.
Um, yeah, I had a DJ who referred me last week to a couple for May of 2021, and I see him doing a lot of lives, and I was like, hey, why don't you do it, man? And he's like, oh, I'm not a wedding DJ, and I was like, let me drive the car, and bro, he's like, I don't really play wedding music. I was like, all music is wedding music. It's what the couple wants. If they give you the list, you just do your thing. And he's a good DJ. Now, Roxy, I'm ahead of myself. Please introduce yourself. Please introduce yourself first, and then I'll ask you a specific question about what you do. So I already know what you do. Please let our future brides and grooms know.
Okay, so I am the catering director over at the Los Angeles Athletic Club. So it's a private club. You've definitely DJed before a few times, and it's really fun, really easy place. It's beautiful. We have an indoor and an outdoor. We have one of the only rooftops in LA. So apart from that, right now, because of COVID, we have an elopement package. So a lot of people had to change their weddings to 2021. They still want to get married this year. 2 nights stay in our hotel. We are a full hotel. And you get a couples massage and a spa. Yes, we also have our own spa. And I know it's really cool. I don't know if you knew all that. Yeah. So we have 72 rooms, one of the only amazing rooftops. We have the blue room, which I think you've seen, which is the #1 design room in the world for all private clubs. So, and they can get married anywhere. So, yeah, up to 20 people.
Up to 20 people.
Up to 20, 25 people. And yeah, because again, it's like a fire marshal thing up for the rooftop. So
Gotcha.
that's what, because we don't want to incur fire marshal fees. If you want more, we can have more. If you want a full wedding, of course, we can do up to 250 inside, 130 on the rooftop. And we have a great place for after party. We can go to 1:30 in the morning, so which most places can't. And you can play that music loud. We've had 16-piece orchestra in there. So there is no like limit on music. So you can go ahead and kick it up. So
Roxy, you see my stories. I'm a stickler for that. Like, there's been times where the venue manager, and I know they're just doing their job, but I tell them, I was like, you're not a wedding venue. Tell your owner you're not, because if a couple on their big day, they're gonna lose out, especially all the money they paid, and the police is gonna shut it down. Why even have a wedding there? Why potentially have a wedding there if it can be shut down, which I heard it has happened. So, but I take that back, especially these days, Roxy. Even if you guys did have a sound ordinance, I'm so hungry, like everyone, like our future brides and grooms, like the vendors, like every moving piece, just to go back to a normal life. And I hunger for a venue now that has a sound ordinance. I mean, doesn't have a sound ordinance.
yeah,
Just to have a big day again. But that's a plus. Los Angeles Athletic Club in downtown LA, they do not have a sound ordinance. You can go up to 1:30 a.m. You can blast the music as loud as you want.
totally.
And that's great to know. Now, I know you said on the rooftop, you can fit up to 25 people.
I can fit up to 130. The elopement package is for 25 just because of the COVID thing. The thing is, we don't know how many people we can have in one space right now. Our guess is 20 is going to be what it is for a little while. So once we can get back up, then again, 130. So on the rooftop, you can go to 10:30 in the morning, but then you can kick it up until 1:30 a.m. in one of our bars. And the bar would just be for the couple, and there you can go to 1:30.
Wow, that's amazing. Like to have that whole space just by yourself. Of course, like the social distancing, you don't want a lot of people in there, but just to have the couple in there, hey, if I'm sure you can bend the rules to have one photographer, one videographer from a distance with a long lens. And this elopement package, which how much is it again?
It's $3,200 inclusive. That includes the couples massage and the 2-night stay.
That's
And
amazing.
yeah, I mean, it's a really good deal because we feel so bad. All these people like plan these huge weddings. They want to get married this year, and then they got to push it out. So, you know, it's a really good deal, and the spa is gorgeous. You can enjoy the day in the spa. So yeah, you'll have to come to the spa one day.
Yeah, you know what? I saw someone post that some people are doing cyber weddings now. Of course, in early quarantine, we saw people getting married with an officiant on a screen and by themselves. There's a really good, for all of you guys watching, Dan Mace. He's one of my favorite vloggers. He's a friend of Casey Neistat. He did a beautiful in-home, in the backyard wedding day thing with cardboard cutout guests. It was so good.
Awesome.
Please watch that vlog. But now the trend during this time is cyber weddings. But some venues and coordinators are pushing or encouraging their guests to do a cyber wedding with their original date, with everything original, by themselves, and put that on a Zoom or, you know, on a link where everyone can watch. I don't know about that. I feel like postpone your wedding, but in the meanwhile, have an elopement experience like this. Have a photographer and videographer film it and take pictures that you can play on your postponed date with all the guests.
And then we also give you like a bouquet and a boutonniere. I'm your officiant, so I'll go ahead and do that. I've done 4 weddings, and they're all together, which is really cool.
Now, how long have you been doing this at Los Angeles Athletic Club? And I just heard you say you've done 4 weddings officiating.
I've been doing this for about 14 years. I've been at the Athletic Club for 5. And yeah, so it's a really cool space. Yeah, I've been doing this a very long time. So I have, again, the florist will do the bouquet and the boutonniere, and I'll get you married, and it'll be legal, and then you can go to the spa and all that good stuff. So
your license as an officiant, and even though your experience of doing 4 officiated weddings, right now it's great because you're acting. It's not too stressful since there's not a lot of guests. It's the couple, maybe a few guests, and so you're acting as day of coordinator and the officiant, and you're running everything.
So it's super simple, and it's really, really simple is what it is. You know, we'll top it off with a bottle of champagne and some macaroons, and why not, you know? So it's a celebration, even if it's just a few people, but, you know, it's still really cool. And, hey, they can go dancing up there. They can whatever.
That's great.
And if anyone needs a dance instructor, part of the thing that I do at the Athletic Club, I will teach you your first dance. So I know. Well,
you still, I saw one of your recent posts. You still take lessons. You still are active, and you don't just teach. You take lessons too, which is great.
I do. I compete, right? So I compete international ballroom. So so I'm on a competitive level. So right now I'm teaching for the club. So I'm teaching a salsa club on Tuesdays. I have a swing class starting on Thursdays where I'm teaching.
Excuse me, Roxy. Excuse me.
I'm a weird bird. I do all this stuff. And now I'm starting to teach poker classes on Friday to our members. So, yeah.
You know what? I'm just making a note to myself. We have a new 1-hour time allotted. So we have a little more time with you. We started again at 7:25. So we're only 26 minutes into the show. So Roxy, 16 minutes into the show. Roxy, I'm going to put you on the hot seat now. Okay?
Okay. Go for it.
Los Angeles Athletic Club. I'm going to ease you into this first. Have you ever, I'm going to ease you before the hard questions.
Okay.
This is one that some people might not want to hear, but it's kind of cool. I think people are really intrigued by this.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a ghost or heard something at the Los Angeles Athletic Club? It's a historical place in downtown LA. It has to be a little haunted.
It's a little, we have a Casper. I call him Casper. So I had a wedding coordinator that had to come by at 3 in the morning. We have this beautiful ballroom. Lights were off. There was a little light that led her all the way into the ballroom to the lights. She turned them off, and there was a little light where she followed him out. We have Casper.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, when I went to Coronado Island, Hotel de Coronado,
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
it's
that's
haunted.
seriously haunted.
So
Yeah.
guys, if you don't know about this, this is like a little wedding story replying to Roxy. I was doing a wedding there with Rex, and on the way there, it's a 2-hour drive from LA, right? So I was on my phone. I was like, yo, Rex, I bet it's haunted. I bet it's haunted. So I Google it, and I look up Hotel de Coronado, and it says that there's actually this actress who killed herself, supposedly, and now, and then they filmed Marilyn Monroe's Some Like It Hot movie there. And this ghost is jealous of Marilyn Monroe. So in the gift shop, all the Marilyn Monroe memorabilia gets hit off randomly. Like people are standing there, it gets hit off. And there's two haunted rooms. There's 2 haunted rooms. So me and my girlfriend, I had a wedding out there, another wedding. And we went, we just decided to walk around. And I look up the haunted rooms and I could not walk past them. It was very psychological.
Dang.
They have, like, there's a room at the Queen Mary that they finally opened up that people can stay in. People can stay in these haunted rooms at Hotel de Coronado. Do you guys have a specific haunted room there?
Yes, we have the Charlie Chaplin suite. So that was Charlie Chaplin's actual apartment back in when the building was built. So, because the 72 rooms were actual apartments. I know. So, exactly. That's really good. I can't do that. We have his own bowler hat and everything. We have his actual bowler hat in the hotel. So, yeah, that one supposedly, I've never felt anything in there, but I have had like a couple of years ago. Apparently, they saw him walk through the wall and they ran down and like left the hotel in the middle of the night. I know. I've not had that experience. That's the only time I heard someone like literally run out of the hotel and down. And
I'm sure like on Halloween nights, that's a very high demand room, right?
Oh yeah, that's a high demand room almost any time.
Oh,
But,
really? What are the hot dates? Like on Halloween has to be the hottest date. How does the rate go up for that day?
No, we actually don't go up on rates for holidays. The only date actually that does go up is New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
New Year's Eve is a very big deal, but it's a very long wedding and all that. I mean, you're knocking out my members this past year. I didn't have a wedding, but I had 350 members come in, all to celebrate New Year's Eve.
Wow.
Yeah. So New Year's Eve is a bit expensive, but the rest of the dates, we average about 20 grand, anywhere between, I'd say, 5,000 all the way to, 70,000, 80,000, depending on what the person wants.
For New Year's Eve?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that is crazy.
Yeah, my New Year's Eve wedding a couple of years ago was about 80,000.
Whoa.
I know. It was insane, though. It was an insane wedding. Different DJs, bands. I mean, it was insane. Different courses for the food, different everything. Jello shots at midnight.
Oh, gosh. Well, I'm glad to hear that because I know some venues don't even allow shots. You guys allow shots at your venue?
Nope. But
Jello shots, though.
Yeah. Jello shots.
That's
that
cool.
was the one exception. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, if they're paying $80,000 for a room, some people have a wedding for $80,000. You can have Jello shots.
You can have Jello shots.
Roxy told everyone, I'm gonna lie in the bar, and since you paid $80,000 for the room, you could take a Jello shot off my belly button. Gosh. All right. So Roxy, I'm gonna move on to these hot questions. So
okay, go for it.
I'll say the venue name, Camarillo Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
They were charging, and I think is he in here? Let me see. Okay, he's not in here. So one of my future grooms, he was being charged $5,000 to postpone his wedding date from Camarillo Ranch.
That's
they
wrong.
Finally, I don't know if this show is pushing that energy to open up the eyes of these venues of like, yo, we're all going through it. Mm-hmm. Everyone's saying nobody's winning, like there's penalty fees, we have an overhead and all that. Okay, so now that you know my side, Roxy, and I'm not gonna be the punching bag for you. You're a representative of the Los Angeles Athletic Club. You're a great person to work with. So we have that relationship. Now, I want to know, is Los Angeles Club accommodating couples, and are they charging more for popular dates in 2021 if they postpone? What's the protocols? What are they doing?
Okay. Yes, we can accommodate. And yeah, and well, there's no fees. That's just being a jerk. Anyone who does that and charges extra fees for postponing or what, no, we don't do that. The $2,500 like deposit that we charge can go to whatever other date. I'm not raising, they booked right certain amount, $100 a person a plate or whatever. Just because we move it to 2021, that's not going to change. So we're keeping all the pricing the same. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so gosh, I want your take on this too, because now you told me exactly what you thought and what the club thinks. And I'm going to ask this to Cynthia too. So Cynthia, you can give your answer live. But yes, a very good friend of mine who's a very great coordinator as well, she straight up told me this, because she also works with a venue. She said, the reality is we're going to take care of the high schools first because we have returning customers for proms. We're going to take care of corporate offices first because we have returning customers from that for all these holiday parties. Mm-hmm. Last on the list is brides and grooms. She straight up said the reality is brides and grooms, they are last on the list, and that's why they are responsible to pay the overhead charge to postpone their wedding date.
Okay, yeah, no, we don't do that. It's always first come, first serve. So if you're a bride and you are July or August and you want to make it, I don't know, May of next year, and yeah, so yeah, that's fine. We're not gonna go ahead and bump you just because a corporate client wants it. It's first come, first serve. If you're like, okay, no, I know I want to postpone. I want this date. It's open. Cool. It's yours. So I'm not going to do that. That's just wrong. It's the wedding client is just as important as, even though there may not be repeats, I may get another wedding out of a guest or something. I don't, you never know, right?
I think it's just loading, guys. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Roxy, I think you got the point across. I think that's great what the Los Angeles Athletic Club is doing. Thank you so much to you and the whole management team for doing that for the couples. Now, some couples want to reach out. How can they reach out to you if they are straight up canceling with their original venue, and where they can reach you and the club?
Okay, so I'm just going to give you the phone number where you guys can reach me. And you can also reach me via Instagram. My handle is Roxy's Time. So I think you've got it, but it's ROXYS and TIME. You can go ahead and I can add you. You can ask me questions there. Or you can call me or text me at 818-378-5599.
So it's 818-378-5599? Okay,
and
I'm posting that right now for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. And go ahead and call me, text me, whatever. And, we'll do whatever we can for you. But $3,200 inclusive. So if you guys want to do that now, then that's cool. We'll just go ahead and set it up and take care of you.
That is awesome. Oh, yo, Roxy, this was great. Thanks for telling me about the haunted chaplain room. We didn't specify. Do you think it's haunted by Chaplin or some other ghost?
Chaplin.
Really? Wow.
That's who the person saw, was Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, like I said, I've never experienced that, but we do have a Casper. Cynthia can tell you about Casper likes to hang out in my office. Casper does all sorts of things in my office. So,
That's crazy.
It will lock the door on anyone. They can't get out of my office.
You better take the keys with you, right? Take the keys with you when you leave the office.
But but I mean, like, they're in my office for a consultation. I shut the door. They can't get out. I have to let them out.
Wow.
I know. You can ask Cynthia that one. She can't. I don't think she's been able to get out yet.
That's amazing. Roxy, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you, everybody out there.
Thank you.
And everybody keep safe. Keep your families safe. Don't go out if you don't need to. And, safety is first. And we will open up as soon as the governor lets us. So we're probably stage 3 as a club, as a gym, it's my guess.
Strip clubs are phase 2. Weddings are phase 3.
We're phase 3. Yeah. It's amazing, right?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw the money away from six feet away. Money dances, no more pinning. Throw the money.
Yeah, right.
At the bride and groom.
Exactly. Exactly.
All
But
right.
going at the dance floor, you got to be 6 feet away. I don't know how that's going to work.
Exactly.
You need your partner, man. But yeah.
It is what it is. Roxy, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Come back.
Please type in Los Angeles Athletic Club and your name again for everyone to follow you, okay?
Will do. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Guys, that was awesome. That type of energy is needed from our vendors, especially from catering companies. The most I've heard was from Camarillo Ranch charging $5,000 to postpone a wedding date. And I'll say, guys, 24-karat catering up to $4,000 to change the wedding date. Okay, I'm not trying to burn any bridges. I'm just speaking facts. So here we go. Who else do we have for vendor speed dating? Vendor speed dating. Here we go. Heart Sound Entertainment. Go live. Heart Sound Entertainment. I want to shout out one of my brides. Hey.
Yo, what's up, Mitchell? How you doing, brother?
Good, man.
Can you hear me? You can hear me good?
Yes,
Sounds okay?
I hear you perfect, man.
Cool.
I've been trying to use my Beats Pro, right?
Yeah,
to have more clear sound, but I love getting into the phone. I love projecting.
Yeah. Well, this works a little better for me because my son's running around and it's kind of hard to hear when he's yelling. I don't want you guys to hear too much of that either. So
it sounds so good. Yeah. What's your name and what do you do, my man?
All right. So I'm Adrian. I'm with Heart Sound Entertainment. We do DJ and lighting. I do it with my buddy Ricardo. So both of us, we own it together. And we've been doing it both of us have been DJing since high school, man. We put a lot of work in. We've been doing it from high school. We did, all the parties in high school. Hey, where'd you go? Okay, all right. You flipped it on me. I was like, where'd he go?
I'm trying to pin this comment.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah. So we've been doing it for a minute, man. And we went through like bars and clubs, and then we kind of got our toes into the wedding industry, and we really liked it. So we kind of stayed with it, and we'll do clubs and bars every now and then. I mean, not right now because the whole lockdown thing, but before everything was locked down, we were still active within the the industry. We really enjoy doing weddings and just bringing our energy, and what we really love to do is make people dance. And it's not a job for us, it's what we love to do. And when you love something, it's fun. And that's kind of a little background on who we are.
Yo, man, it's just real, bro. Like sometimes I run into MCs and DJs, and recently I did a wedding for a very popular event coordinator. And I had no idea, bro. Like, it was such a privilege that out of all the vendors there that were guests, I was picked to be the MC, which was very humbling, very exciting. But I'm a little like Kobe, bro.
Right.
I'm a little like MJ, and I'm competitive. I want to get better. I want to be like, yo, I'm one of the best MCs in LA. I think all of us work hard, but more than any other time, bro, this is a time to be like, okay, work on yourself, but shed that ego away, because to be honest, bro, I love bringing other MCs and DJs here.
Yeah.
Because I just lost a couple to postponement. I'm not available for the new date. The majority of their vendors, they were available for that date. I wasn't. So I lost them completely. And I want to bring more MCs and DJs here. You can even tell your other boys in your group, hey, go live
Right,
with
right.
people, promote a Heart Sound
Okay.
Entertainment, promote your own Instagram, your own MC
For
DJ
sure, man.
account.
Thank you. Yeah,
Because
we appreciate that. We
yeah,
love
this is
connecting,
how it
you know,
is
with
right
new
now,
people.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
If I can't do it, you guys will be able to do it.
Right,
You know,
right.
and I'm sure, unfortunately, that's going to happen to you too, and I can step in. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I mean, we've it's already happened to us. We lost a couple because, you know, they canceled completely, and then some they just were like, well, we're moving it, and they started, you know, our couple started moving their dates, and they started overlapping with each other. Same thing that happened to you probably. You know, you're double booking, and it's like I said, it's Ricardo and I. We always do it together, so it's always a DJ and an MC. It's rare that we'll do separate events on the same day.
You're the DJ, right?
Well, we do it both. So sometimes I'm DJing, sometimes I'm MCing, sometimes, you know, it's vice, you know, it goes hand in hand. But
And you guys do en español también?
Ricardo is more, he's fluent
Bilingual.
in, yeah, he's bilingual. He's fluent in that. I would push it more to Ricardo, but I would say Heart Sound a whole, yes, we're bilingual. Yeah.
That's cool,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I'm Mexican, Filipino, Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
and I just wanted to shout out Fastrak real quick. You know, as a fellow DJ, it was a good set, man. I really enjoyed it. Yo, it was cool.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, we lost it, bro.
Yeah.
That last song, I saw the message. Instagram kicked them off because of the
Oh,
last
yo,
song.
that happened. That's happening a lot right now with the DJs. Yeah, we go live. We try to go live once a week. And every time we go live, we're doing a set. I mean, we always do at least an hour set. We get kicked off at least like twice, 2 to 3 times. It's just IG is not really helping DJs out right now.
I wish for the quarantine situation they were just like, okay, guys, play whatever you want. We're gonna allow you to mix past an hour if you want.
Yeah.
Because some DJs are doing like all-nighters too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's not really working out unless you're, you know, kind of unless you're D Nice, you know, DJ D Nice.
Yeah.
He's working. He's working with
Obama.
IG, so
Yeah.
he's good. But a lot of DJs are getting kicked off. So, but hey, we're making do and we're having fun.
So Adrian, right? Adrian.
Right.
So guys, just from experience, I love how Adrian and his boy, they come from the club scene. Future brides and grooms. From my experience, I've seen other wedding companies that, hey, join our company and we'll train you to be a wedding MC and wedding DJ.
Yeah.
And you know what? I come from radio. You come from the club. You come from quinceañeras. You've done it all. And I think the final stage, unless you're trying to do EDC or something, but you graduate into weddings, and having that experience at a club, always go with a DJ that has done clubs for weddings.
Right.
I think that's the best.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head with that one. Is you want to make sure that you hire a DJ who knows how to read the crowd and keep people on the dance floor. Because coming from a club background, that's what you are paid to do. And if you're not able to do that, you're not getting paid because it all goes to like the bar, and the bar is not making money. So we kind of have that mentality when we're at a wedding. Is Ricardo and I play a game that kind of falls back onto that, where if we see people sitting down, we'll battle each other and be like, yo, I bet I can get that person on the dance floor before you do.
You guys switch every other song?
We'll go like a couple of songs and then switch. And sometimes when we're really into it, we'll just go back and forth, one track after another. We'll be on the mic, we're both talking, we're getting everybody out there. We're engaging with everybody and everybody, the dance floors. I'm not trying to toot our horn, but there's never been a time where we're at an event and the dance floor is empty. We always get everybody out, and that it's because we love it,
Yeah.
But it's just from the background that we have, where we come from. It's embedded in us when it comes to DJing.
Exactly, bro. Like I see a lot of these Latino DJs. It's always high energy, bro. There's no it's always high energy on Instagram, and I think that's awesome. That's what's needed at a wedding. That's what's needed for photographers and videographers to get these hype memories on camera. and just to have a good time. But yeah,
Right.
man. Cheers,
Yo,
bro.
thank
Adrian.
I don't have a drink right now, but cheers, man.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Great meeting you.
You as well.
You're definitely on my mind now, and I want to push you to more couples. Thank you so
Cool,
much,
man.
man.
Yeah, and to everybody watching, I just wanted to say thanks for tuning in. Any couples that are watching right now, brides and grooms, I feel for you guys right now. If you guys had something booked, it's happening to everybody. We'll get over this, and we'll get back to partying. And if you want to give us a follow, we're going to be going live this weekend, and just come have some fun with us.
Cool, man. Please comment your handle again
Will
before you
do.
leave so everyone can follow. Okay. Thank you, Adrian.
Cool. Thank you, man. Have a good one.
You too.
Peace.
Yo, guys. Awesome. Great energy from two vendors. I know this is vendor speed dating, but sometimes I have these questions. I don't think we have too many vendors in here today. I'm going to look at the list. But I just want to shout out one of my brides, Ariel. I think she's still watching. She's a frontliner, her and her fiance. And she just told me that she's finally looking forward to her big day again. She had to be separated from her kids for a whole month in the early stages because they didn't have enough PPE at the hospital, her and her fiance. And now they're with their kids again. Everyone's wearing a mask at the home. The kids are wearing a mask. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you're excited again. Some of the information on this show might be a little redundant at times, but if anything, I want to be a beacon of hope with Cynthia that your big day each week, each Wednesday is another week we made it closer and closer to your big day. All right, here we go. Ariel, you're here. Okay. Oh, yes. You have to come in. Please. You have to come in. Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I want to see you bust down. Tatiana. I don't care if you have no makeup. Get in here. Let's go, Tatiana. So Tatiana is one of my past brides, and she's a wedding vendor. Please accept it. It still says I'm waiting for you. So anyways, he's a photographer, and he's trained her over the past couple of years to be a videographer as well. And she's done some amazing work. She did a really cool video for me and Rex over at Biltmore Millennium Hotel. And I actually posted it. It was so hype. It's connecting. Are you on Wi-Fi? Because it's taking a while. It's connecting very slow. Oh, it didn't go through. Tatiana, check if you're on the Wi-Fi. Let's see another vendor real quick. Oh, quarantine thumbs aren't letting me. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to try you again. You're on the Wi-Fi, you said. Hey, this has been a great episode, guys. I'm so... it's too bad that Fastrak's... Hey! Okay, is she in the room too?
Yeah, she ran over here.
I have no makeup.
No, it's okay. I have no makeup. All right. So, guys, this is huge. We have two wedding vendors in the same screen. They're one of my past couples, and they're wedding vendors. So, guys, please introduce yourselves and tell us what you do.
Go, baby.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. My name is Tatiana Delgado. I am a wedding videographer, as well as I have a photo booth company called Mírame Photo Booth.
Hey, that's right. You have a photo booth too.
I do both. And then the hubby.
I'm her chunky husband. So I'm Jose. I've been doing weddings for about 7 years now, full time. In the process, after I think say 3 years ago, is when we started to teach my wife video, photo booth, and kind of figured we're getting booked a year to 2 years in advance. Why not get something else out there and like a team? And that's when we started the photo booth first, and then that started growing. And then I was like, why don't you start doing videos with me? Because we started losing some weddings because they wanted a team. They wanted the photo video together. And so to prevent that, I'm like, hey, let's we're still getting weddings, but we can just get that many more. And it's been good.
That's awesome, bro. You've given me so many good photos. Tatiana has given me like a couple clips. Like, it's so hype. And I love how you're always like gassing her up, bro, because you said she's been doing it for about 3 years now, the video. You trained her. And it keeps on getting better and better. And I love how you post her. And you always like, my beautiful wife, she made this video. I'm so proud of her. She's always getting better. And I think that's awesome.
Thank you.
She is, man. I mean, she's hard on herself is what it is.
I am.
She's a perfectionist from work, and so I know what she's like, and I always tell her, look, if people didn't like what you were doing, they wouldn't be booking you a year and a half in advance.
Wow.
You know, if they didn't like it, they see your work. You post it on Instagram, so they know what they're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
So if they weren't gonna be happy with it, or if just from based on what they've seen, they wouldn't be willing to pay what they are so far in advance. And so, and I got to keep telling her, and I'm like, look, same with me, you know, like when I sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'll get this wedding. But at the same time, like, she tells me, like, babe, like, look at how many weddings you do a year, how far in advance you book. And same thing, she makes me realize, like, I'm like, all right, maybe I'm doing something right, you know?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yo, you guys, I love that. I just hope that for my couples, you guys being one of my past couples, I hope that
That's right.
the support of these newlyweds, they're giving each other that much support as you guys, as I witnessed in the past few years. How long has it been since your wedding now?
Put me on the spot. So we renewed our vows about 2.5 years ago, but officially married will be 13 years.
Oh,
because we were married. We were already married.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So we were married.
You saved up for a big. You saved up for a big party finally.
Well, our oldest son, Jason, was born on our wedding day almost 13 years ago.
So I went into labor early.
At 8 in the morning.
At 8 in the morning.
The day of our wedding.
The day of our wedding.
Wait, you were still going through with the original plans and everything?
Yeah, because we got pregnant.
Oh, so it was shut down. Like
nothing happened.
You lost money.
We lost our whole wedding.
Like that morning at 8 in the morning, and she wasn't even like in pain. Yeah. It's not like it's not like her water broke or
no. I blame it on hair and makeup. Whatever makeup they used on you, that just set you in motion.
We never even made it there.
I woke up and I was just like, something's not right. Let's just go to the doctor because we were right around the corner. I went and they're like, did you know you're in labor? He's like, these are your contractions, and they were going
She walked right in. She walked right in. Like, she went in just to ask a question, like, hey, is this normal? And I couldn't even go in the room, and I still remember that. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I didn't think anything of it. And she goes in, and she calls me. She's like, babe, we can't get married. I'm like, why? And she's like, because you're going to be a dad today. And I was like, so we called everybody, had to cancel everything. So what we did is 2 weeks later, on July 11th, which her lucky number is 7, mine is 11. It was only 2 weeks after our original wedding day. We went to Norwalk Court, and we got married there.
Wow.
And then 2 years later, we always said, like, okay, we'll redo it for our 5-year anniversary. And then we're like, all right, well, you know, then we had our next baby, and we're like, all right, 7 years. And then we're like, no, we got to do this. So after we were like 8.5 years into it, and then that's when we said, all right, like, no more bullshit, no more like joking around, like, we're doing this. And the first thing we did is you and Rex were the first. We already knew we wanted you guys. So you were actually the first. We didn't even. I think we barely even had our venue like the day before.
I think you either got short hair Mitchell or ugly face fro Mitchell. You know, when it started looking better after I got a trim, I went through a Kobe phase, and then I went through a Bruno Mars face.
When
I don't remember.
I think you got ugly phase, Mitchell.
But I still, to this day, I still have to thank you because you wore all black for our wedding.
Yeah, remember we did all black.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank
Yo,
you
that
so
was
much.
at the. You guys were at the Metropole, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. That's
Remember-
right. Right.
We took,
My only bridezilla moment was for everybody to
Bro,
wear black.
I'm telling you, Tatiana, that was the only bridezilla thing. If you were a wedding guest and you didn't come with black, you weren't allowed in.
you weren't allowed
I
in.
had shirts for everybody. I had AAA shirts. If you did not wear black,
Security knew.
I had a shirt for you.
Our wedding planner knew. Like if they're not in all black, don't let them in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
But
having
everybody
a
wore
hard
black.
time.
But everybody wore black. Even you guys.
Even the priest, remember?
The priest.
Yeah,
wear black.
jeez. Gosh. All right, guys. So I think we have another vendor in here. I'm gonna check out. But Jose,
All right.
Tatiana, guys, on your business accounts, please come back on the show in the future, okay?
Okay.
But
We
please
will.
tag your handles right now so everyone. I'm glad we had this conversation. I always tell our vendors, and as you know, sometimes it's about vibe over, you know, the talent, or there's hundreds of photographers, there's hundreds of videographers, but there's all kinds of styles. What you like is what you like, and go
Yeah.
with good people who get the job done, and you guys are those people. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll
All
keep
right.
watching it now.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios. Cool, man. I love that. I love that. I love that not only they're my past couple, but I get to see them every so often. I've seen Jose at plenty of weddings, and when Tatiana started really getting better at her videos, doing more work, I got to see her again. That's awesome. Power duo right there. Okay. I saw this guy David come in here. I hope he's still in here. Oh, okay. I don't see David anymore. Ola Sounds. I think I tried to have you on the show before. Okay. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for all your comments and interacting with everyone. Volley, what's up, Volley?
Yo.
Hey,
What's up, Mitchell?
Ola Sounds. Shout out to Volley. I used to work with him at Power 106. He just came in. Okay, Ola Sounds. Big Roo, what's up? I want you in here too. Okay, Ola Sounds, please tell us your name and what do you do?
I was not expecting to be on here, so thank you for that.
Oh no, that's awesome, man.
My name is Rene Avalos. I'm a DJ. I DJ for schools, corporate events, weddings. Just try to do it all.
That's awesome, man. I think that's great when that's great you said schools, because a lot of DJs do clubs, they do corporate events and weddings, but when you work that muscle for schools and kids sometimes and proms, when you see that age group at a wedding, some people only concentrate on the age group of the bride and groom, or the titas, the tios, the tias, you know what I mean? The aunts and the uncles, but they forget the age group, and that makes you well-rounded, man. So what specifically weddings, what's your experience, and what makes you you, and why should people hire you for the wedding?
Well, I've been DJing weddings for about 5 years now, professionally. Back in the day, it was just kind of like, hey, he DJs, you know, he can do it for me, you know, just do a quick little backyard wedding or whatnot. But professionally, it's been for 5 years now, averaging about 5 weddings a year, hoping to grow that number and build it up. Like everyone's been saying, you know, right now it's a little tough with people trying to reschedule and whatnot. Actually, just booked a wedding 2 days ago, which is pretty cool. During this time, it's pretty amazing. You know, I was very excited about that.
You know what, bro? I think like my future bride in here, I already had her booked, but I think the first 4 weeks, it was totally quiet for me. Everyone was concentrating on survival, going to the grocery store, you know, getting errands done, unfinished business before they really bunkered down. And yeah, I think the past 2 weeks, like, I've gotten 3 new bookings, I've gotten more inquiries. I think it's getting in that motion where people are like, okay, this might not roll over soon, but I'm looking forward to the good time. So
we're gonna get
what we've been recommending, man, is, and I don't know if you're doing this, but like having couples postpone or book their wedding the second half of 2021.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's what we're kind of pushing towards.
What's your favorite, real quick before we go on to the next person, what's your favorite venue you've DJ'd at for a wedding?
My favorite venue, geez, it has to be, what was it called? I know the name of the room. It was the Gold Room. It was somewhere in downtown LA. I can't remember the name of the.
At the Alexandria or?
No, I don't think it was Alexandria. I don't remember what it was. I can't
Cynthia
remember the name of
knows.
it.
Cynthia should know.
I know it's called
LA,
the Gold Room, and it
Gold.
had just all these pillars just all the way around, and it was just great. Like the dance floor was slightly elevated from the rest. It just looked awesome. It looked super old school. It was just great.
Wow, that's awesome.
Pain in the butt to load in, but it was worth it.
That's not.
I can't remember the name of the building. I just know it was called the Gold Room. That room was called the Gold Room.
Cool, man. Hey, Ola Sounds, I appreciate you, man. Please put your handle at the bottom. Let everyone know that they can follow you and book you for your wedding.
Will do. Thanks so much, Mitchell.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Cool, man. Yo, this has been one of the best vendor speed. You know, guys, 2 weeks ago, when Instagram was really blocking us from letting a lot of people come in, and I got like 6-7 DMs from vendors, that would have been our biggest show. But this is so cool. This is so cool, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, let's see. Other vendors. We got Marie. I always call her Marie, but Christine, our future bride. Ariel, our future bride. My girlfriend Lydia. Tatiana, our past bride, still in here. Roxy's still in here. DJ Big Roo. Bro, I don't know how much time we have left. I think we got like 7 minutes. Bro, kid us. Big Roo. Let's go. Get in here. Get in here. Nick of Time. He did sound on a film I'm going to be in. Sorry, bro. I'm just shouting out these last people real quick. Cam is in here. Unbranded LA. Ola Sounds is still here. Heart Sound Entertainment. Angie, what's up? Okay, Big Roo, what's up?
What's up, bro? Hey, Mitchell, I'm a big fan, bro. I'm a fan.
Man, you've hit me up before, and I know you wanted to link. We've been busy. I'm bad at following up with people. Once this is all over, please, we gotta hang out. We gotta have a beer in person.
Oh yes, definitely, man. I'm a big fan of your energy, man. Your energy, your just the vibes that you put out, dude. I love that. I absolutely love it. And I mean, just like all of us, we learn from each other. I'm always learning, even DJing and whatnot. I like to watch other DJs. I like to hear other DJs, and it sparks creativity. I hear something that I like. I'm like, oh my gosh, I might use that, or at least try to use that.
Bro, like people is like in the b-boy culture, they're like, oh, you're a biter, you're a biter. My brother's nickname when he used to b-boy was Nibbles, because he would nibble styles from everyone. And me, I watch a lot of stuff, man. I'm not a DJ. I kind of wish I was a DJ at this time. I'd be getting lit, doing mixes. But I've watched a lot of, beer burps.
Oh, good.
I've watched a lot of content from other MCs, other DJs, and I get excited when someone's better than me, because I'm like, oh, that's where I gotta surpass. Or like I gotta offer that energy for my couples. And to be honest, man, in quarantine, I'm very boring. But this gives me energy, like having a small audience here. Like when I go, I'm super boring. And as soon as I'm in a crowd of like 200 to 300 people for a wedding, there's always been something that I get excited,
That's awesome, man. That's a gift. That's who you are. That's what you offer. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And, you said something key about, watching people that are better than you, and I think that's really important. It's important to do that. And, to be humble and, to understand that there are people that are killing it out there, and you could always learn from them. And so I think what you're doing right here is great. It's really good, a good opportunity for people to connect, to learn, to grow, to network, and all that good stuff, man. So I just want to say thank you, Mitchell. Thank you, man.
Hey, man, thank you. We got to have you on the show in the future when we have more time. But real quick, in 30 seconds, why should future couples hire you as their DJ?
Oh, my goodness, because I will give you all of me. That's why. I'll give you everything I got. You got it. You know
That's
what
awesome. And
yeah.
and you've been doing IG lives so they can check you out, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool,
Yeah.
man. I love the visuals. I've been tuning in.
Yeah.
I love the visuals. I love the video. I love what we can do with Instagram lives now.
Yeah.
Bro, thank you so much. I have to wrap up the show with
sir.
Cynthia. Have you met Cynthia before? Have you worked with her before?
No, I have not.
Link up with her, man. She's awesome, especially being a Latina as well. Like, of course, it doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. You can do all cultures. But she gets a lot of like inquiries from Filipinos, from Latina brides. So link up with her, man. She's great.
Mitchell, thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
Please type out your handles so everyone can follow, okay?
I sure will.
We'll see you at a future show. Thank you, bro. All right, guys. I don't know if we have more vendors in here, but I definitely have to bring in my co-host, Cynthia. Yo, this has been an awesome show, guys. Awesome. Cynthia's gonna tear me a new one, man. Being the coordinator. Woo! I'll tell you this. Cynthia. Oh no, Cynthia. Is she in here? Cynthia.
Yes.
Cynthia. Yo,
I'm like,
guys,
what is going on?
I've done some grand entrances where we only have 5 minutes for me, and it's gone on for like 8-10 minutes, and she's like, "What are you doing?"
No, like I already know how you are when it comes to like grand entrances, so I allocate for that on the timeline, but yeah.
Yo, but
anyway,
Cynthia, you have to say this has been a great episode.
Roxy, I've known her for a very long time. I'm a resident at the athletic club. She's amazing. I worked with Ricardo and Adrian from Heart Sound. Like you brought up the whole compromising with, charging the couples. So they're not charging the couples, and that's what we're trying to do. So like trying to stay on that same page, and I just love what they're doing for the couples, especially the elopement and everything like that. So
and you put us onto that before Roxy even posted it. That's awesome.
I did.
And one of your
I couldn't.
couples is actually inquiring about that, right?
Yeah, we did have a few couples inquire, like literally moments after we got off the live. So yeah, she's like, I hope other venues start doing that too, because it's a must.
Cynthia, gosh, you're gonna hate me. We got 2 minutes left on the clock. I love this feature.
Well, I don't know why you don't listen. I'm like telling you, we have to like stick to a schedule, and then people are gonna get confused and all this other stuff.
We're gonna leave them wanting more. But Cynthia, real quick, I know last week you were like, I know Liz was like, oh, Mitchell has switched sides. He's all about vendors and allowing couples to pay the penalty fee. No, guys, I was playing devil's advocate. I am against it, and I'm glad that some venues are changing their mind. I do not think all this BS about weddings being an emotional purchase and couples having to pay the overhead charge. Cynthia, your last words on that. Why should venues not charge penalty fees? You have 1 minute.
Oh my God. Why do you do this to me? Basically it's just not right. Like Roxy said,
I'm gonna chug this while you're talking.
Oh my God. It's horrible. I just don't think that it's right. You just need to basically just find a medium and compromise. Everybody's just kind of like in a weird situation like we've talked about, and it's just, just try to work with everybody just like we are with our couples. Just try to be there for them in this time right now. But you are crazy.
Yo, Cynthia, hey guys.
But that's why you're Mitch.
Wait, we got 20 seconds. Wait, hearts, guys, if you're gonna join us, I think Cynthia needs more light. We need to talk a little more. This is a great episode. More hearts if you want us to continue this show. Let's join back in. We're going to go for about 10, 15 more minutes. Hearts. That was a great episode. I didn't give enough time with my co-hosts. We had a lot of great guests. Cynthia, please come back in here. Come back in here. Ola Sounds, yo, you're back. Big Roo, you're back. I love it. Hey guys, you can forward this to your friends too. Cynthia, where are you? The last words I heard from Cynthia were, "Oh, we can continue this next episode." Cynthia, I know you have kids, but get back in here. Ariel's back in here. Okay, Cynthia's back in here. All right. Cynthia, 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 Cynthia. All the wedding vendors in here, all the DJs, all the DJs in here, Ola Sounds, Big Roo, they gotta follow you, Cynthia. Cynthia, we didn't spend enough time with you, and I want to stitch this.
Well, I was trying to stick to a schedule. We have a timeline. We have time allocated for certain things, and this is crazy.
Yo, shout out to Nick of Time. Nick does great sounds. Nick, I'm going to hit you up.
Maybe he can help us
exactly with the sound for this. So, Nick, I know that if I use a plug to do these shows and even my Beats Pros, it'll be better audio. But what we're having a problem with is Instagram, especially as a DJ. Hey, Christine, you're back. Especially as a DJ, the sound sounds good when you're by yourself DJing, but if I bring a DJ in here, it sounds like crap. So Nick, I'm gonna hit you up. He did sound on The Uncanny. I think it's coming out this Halloween. It's a film I'm in. So awesome. Okay, sounds like there's a conflict right now. Okay, so Cynthia, I'm gonna stitch this together for YouTube. I'm sorry. Fastrak was killing it. If I would have only listened to you, that one extra song wouldn't have been flagged, and we could have.
I'm like, why we talk about this, and why does he not listen? Listen to me. Okay, if this is gonna be both of us, we have to compromise. Seriously. Oh my God. Anyways, thank you so much, Steven. I've worked with you a couple times already. We're supposed to have a wedding this weekend. Steven and I were supposed to have a wedding this weekend. The wedding is not happening. That bride is, on the front line. So he does not sound like that in person. If you've been to a wedding, you understand, the sound's going to be completely different. It's just unfortunate because he would have to be the one that has a live. If you bring him on, it's not going to sound the way it is. When Heart Sound took over my live for the DJ set, they were in my account. So they actually were in my account, and that's how the sound was flying because they had all the equipment to make it. Social distancing, you can't do it here. Just like when we had our first or second episode, I was there with you, so we were able to. We could have brought in other people on the live.
Cynthia, I'm sure, especially Christine in here, and some of my couples, because I have a lot of weddings coming up with Fastrak, and he's one that I've been really pushing because I've seen his talent. But he hasn't been going live, so I've been low-key being like, yo, bro, are you going to go live? But little did I know he had 2 relatives that just passed away. He attended some funerals, so he wasn't in the mood to do IG lives. But I was like, yo, I want them to see how good he is. And I was like, all these other DJs are doing lives, and I'm so glad he won live today. He killed it.
He did. It was fun. But got cut off.
Cynthia, I know you rushed it, but do you have any more words? I know we've covered this for the 3rd week now. The first week we really talked about it. We thought we were done with it, but it brought about new questions. I'm sure it still will. But second week we touched base about, okay, we were blowing smoke about being against venues. Charging penalty fees.
I did kind of rush through it. I didn't really get to say what I wanted to say. Right. It's a compromise, just continuing what I was saying earlier. because just like Roxy said, it's just not the right thing to do. It's horrible. It should be a first come, first serve. It shouldn't be like, well, you're not VIP, so I'm going to, you know, take care of those people first. I understand where the other venues, you know, where they're kind of coming from, because that is their income annually, you know, are those schools. So I completely understand like why they would do that. But I worked in hospitality back in 2008 for a couple of years. I actually love it. I wanted to go back. But there's sometimes, you know, if you have an account, so that's what it is, Mitch. So when you have an account with a client, that account is ongoing annually. It's not a one-time thing or a two-time thing. It's going to be, you know, for years. It could be, you know, yearly. It could be 5 years. It could be, you know, things like that. So, you know, sure, it sucks, but if that venue particularly is not a wedding venue, but people do use it as a wedding venue, but it's used more for corporate and it's used more for those accounts that they have, then, you know, those places are going to be doing what they need to. So
Exactly.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, because I'm like the same way too. Like, we want to protect our couples and we want to be there for them and all this other stuff. So I completely agree with you on that. However, if a location is not solely a wedding venue, then you need to, you know, they need to understand that they're going to take care of their accounts first, because those are their accounts, you know.
Exactly. Cynthia, Cynthia, I'm a little buzzed. Before I forget, I want venues to realize to get their egos out of the way. I've been thinking about this all week, and I forgot to touch this. A lot of these venues think couples need them. They think they need to pay the penalty fees. You know what one of my good friends told me? She was like, we need to pay these penalty fees. So what are we going to do if these venues don't stay afloat and we can't have weddings there? Yo, there's parks, and more than ever, I'm recommending to my couples postponing, if we don't have the vaccine, do it at a park, do it at an outdoor venue. We don't need a whole venue indoors. Ariel, who's still in here, she said they're going to have the wedding in her mom's backyard, which is amazing. They're cutting it down from like 200 people, I think. I forget the original number, down to like 120 for social distancing. And you know what? More than ever, you don't have to invite your boss, your coworkers that you feel obligated because you see them every day because of politics. You only have to invite your loved ones. Who cares if you don't invite them? What, they're going to be all sour when you go on the Zoom? No. You only have to see them on the Zoom now. You don't have to see them every day and have an awkward conversation of like, oh, how was your wedding? I saw it on social media. It was great. I wish I was there. No, you only invite the people you want. And we don't need, I know this is the unpopular opinion. And the fact that I said Camarillo Ranch earlier, the fact that I said 24 Karat, which is huge, they do celebrity weddings earlier. You think they're going to want to recommend me to couples in the future? No. But I'm here to tell the truth. And the fact is that they're charging $5,000, $4,000 for couples to postpone, and I'm against it because it's a pandemic. And if you do celebrity weddings, your company can't afford not to waive the fee and not charge these couples, because it's an emotional purchase. You know what's an emotional purchase? Everything you bought on Amazon this week. And you know what? That's between you and your clicks. That's not...
Mitch, you're sounding like Steven Smith now.
Yeah. Not today. I'm in no mood.
Oh my God. Anywho, yeah, so that's what it is. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but everybody's business is different. Not everybody's getting help for their business. Not everybody's employees are able to get
Yo, Jordans are an emotional purchase, bro. Man, you know, I almost bought the last Kobe's. They were so cool. And then Kobe passed away 2 weeks later, and I was like, everyone wants a part of Kobe now, but I was like, damn, I almost got it.
Here's the thing. We already, if you're a fan since day one, or if you have things that, you know, you don't want to like buy the stuff just because those are bandwagon people. So here's my thing. You have stuff that not a lot of people got to get. You got to go to the ceremony. Not a lot of people got to go. I got free Kobe IDs. Remember his first IDs that came out? Kobe IDs.
You know,
Christmas game.
That was
Cameron
the first time. That was the first time in my life I saw Michael Jordan, one of my idols, in the flesh, and I saw him from his back right angle, and him crying about Kobe. Man, I was crying there. I have that in my heart. I didn't film anything. I have that in my mind.
So yeah, but yeah, Cameron took me to. Well, we usually would spend Christmas gifts at games, so that would be our Christmas gift. And we went to when they played the Cavs, and we lost.
Yo, Lakers always lose on Christmas.
But our row, they were, you know, every different row, and it was random. It wasn't like, oh, this row for sure, or like if you're sitting on the floor, you're gonna get something. It was random. Our row, we were in the 300 section because the tickets were so outrageously expensive. So we're in the 300 section, and our row, there's only 12 of us. It's 7 of us. I'm trying to remember how many people. There was a lot of people. We all got a gift card box, like a Kobe shoe box, and inside was a free pair of Kobe IDs that you get to make. And that's like, I understand like people could go and do that like weeks later because this was a promo for him. But the fact that it was given at the game, our row won. I made my Kobe IDs. I still have them. I only wear them to games, and that's it. So they look decent. So the fact that, you know, I have that, and, you know, just the memories and like going to the games, like it doesn't, you know, it doesn't really matter. You know, those other people that were buying all that stuff, they were just going to sell it online. It wasn't anything. It didn't mean anything sentimental to them, or maybe it did, but they were like, oh, you know, Kobe passed away. I got to buy all his stuff now. I mean, Nike shut down everything. Everything sold out. They shut down the website, like that section. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So anything Kobe related was definitely sold out. But anyways, so let's bookmark this. Let's talk next Wednesday because it's late. It's almost 8.
You know what? Yeah. I just have a couple comments. It was funny because I was thinking about this, that like myself, there's gonna be some people who are drinking so much in quarantine or not drinking and they're working out a lot. When weddings come back around, some people are gonna have super high tolerance or no tolerance when they have an open bar. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. But Cynthia, this was a great episode. I just want to say before we leave, we're gonna wrap this up in 3 minutes here, guys. So bear with us. Thank you for hanging out. I forgot to post one of my couples, May 2nd, was getting married, but I didn't book them directly. Rex did, so I don't even think they follow me. But I didn't post them. I know I've been posting a lot of couples when they're postponed, when their actual date comes around. But it's hard to keep track now, Cynthia, on the Excel sheet. Moving all these weddings to the future, it's not like I'm looking at okay, when did they postpone to? And when was their original date? So I'm going to still try to post some couples on their actual wedding date, especially if they're close with me. But hey, Anna, hi, Juan, thanks for coming in. But yeah, May 2nd, I forgot to post them, but I'm glad I still have them. Ariel, she moved her wedding date to August 21st, 2021. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, August 21st, 2021, 2121. That's a really good date. And that's the second half of the year, which you've been recommending to your couples as well, Cynthia. And then, damn, Cynthia, I got to bring this up right now. What do you think about, so there was this thing when I was on the radio about couples proposing, like a guy proposing to his fiancée in a club or on the radio. Come on.
I think it's cute. It's very nostalgic.
What?
Okay, so here's my thing. Okay, but remember back in the day when there wasn't like a lot of the stuff that we have now? And then you would like shout out like on the radio and you'd be like, oh my God, I got a shout out on the radio. It's corny, but I feel like to each their own. Let him do.
Worse right now, if someone with a DJ doing a live proposed, like invited their girlfriend or girlfriend into the live and proposed to her on Instagram Live. Come on, bro. Just because we're in quarantine.
I don't know. I mean, that's like saying, why would you get proposed to me or propose to somebody like on the person's birthday or the person who's proposing birthday? So like everybody has their own thing. Like, just leave them alone, Mitch.
Yo, if you see my stories, I reposted this comedian or this guy who did a TikTok about like, he was like, that's why I've been saying you should propose to me 6 years ago. Otherwise, we could have had our wedding before the quarantine. I know for a fact that some couples are going through that right now. Like, if you would have, we've been together for 10 years. If you would have proposed to me 5 years ago, we would have already had our wedding. We didn't need to postpone it.
But there's actually people getting engaged right now because they're probably like, oh my God, like, why did I take so long? So they're getting proposed to, and I mean, it's at home and it's cute. You know, they have their own stuff, but like, I just leave them alone.
There's this bartender that I did at a wedding at the
Mitch
Moncherie, at the Moncherie, and she just posted today that she found love in quarantine.
I don't know because I don't know anything about online dating. I don't know anything about that. I'm old school. I've been with my husband since high school.
Yeah,
so
I don't know what I would do if I was single right now. Like, hitting up these girls and be like,
Cam and I talk about that. Cam and I talk about that sometimes, and I'm like, I don't think I would date anybody because it's just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd become a starfish and be asexual. Christine said she would have zero game. Get out of here, Christine. You with your bachelorette pictures. If you put one of those pictures up, it'd be a wrap.
She's been with her, so she's been with her Will for 10 years.
Will,
I don't know. I'm even
I know you're quarantined in the same house. Will, you should have proposed 5 years ago.
But here's the thing, like, I wouldn't even know what to do because I've been with Cameron since 2000. That's 20.
Since 2000? Ola Sound said he met his wife on MySpace 15 years ago. Woohoo!
Oh, look at Diana met her honey through eHarmony. What?
Wait, I haven't
Computer
seen a comment
Lab.
yet. Who said that?
We need DJ Fastrak. We need DJ Fastrak to play Computer Lab by Zapp and Roger next Wednesday.
Let me say it louder for William Subconscious in the back. William, you're in the same house in quarantine. You should have proposed 5 years ago. And you would have had your wedding. You would have had twins already. Yeah, this show is a mess right now, Cynthia. Okay, let's get out.
You don't listen to me.
I said 10 more minutes. We've got 30 more minutes. Guys, as the saying goes, we'll leave you wanting more. So I'm going to finish this beer. Cynthia, any last words?
We will see you next week while I'm going to rein in Mitch.
Yeah, you know what?
Work on that sound. See what we could do.
There's a reason why it's called hashtag fast mix and not hashtag long mix. So we have a lot to talk about on the show. Fast Track it's a 10-minute mix every week. It was just so fired today that I wanted to go 15 minutes, and those last 2 songs effed it up. So we would have had that. But anyways, thank you, Cynthia, so much. Once again, she's a wedding coordinator. I'm a wedding MC. Shout out to everyone watching the replay. Shout out to
everybody coming on the show
shout
today.
out to this small group. It feels so nice, this small, intimate group interacting with us. We really appreciate you, Ariel, Christine, Juan. Who else we got in here? Sugar Kiss Baking Co. She said she has no makeup on. She will come one of these future weeks. Ola Sounds, thank you for coming in here. I appreciate you. And we will see you. Cynthia, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Good night.
That's the Joker behind me. Bye. Peace.